For the players.
I'm Ryan Betson.
I'm Max Cooper.
And this is For the Players, the PopCulturists PlayStation Podcast. With over 50 years of playing PlayStation, like 15 years in that games meeting. But I'd like to thank you for joining us in this PlayStation conversation.
This PlayStation conversation happens every Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. on podcast services, including Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and 9 a.m. on those YouTubes. Might be coming elsewhere also soon. Might have to update my spiel. If you'd like to join us in future conversations, you can. Come and check out our socials: Facebook, Discord, Instagram, X, and TikTok.
Oh.
All of those links can be found in the description below.
If you want to join the conversation as it happens, head over to twitch.tv/thepopcultures, where you can watch us record this show live, where you can jump in the chat and become part of the show, and hopefully TikTok too. If you want to join the... Wait, hang on. Normally it's not this bad. If you want to support the conversation, you can. Tell your friends, tell your family about this PlayStation Pod. If you're listening to us on podcast services, be sure to give us a 5-star rating and a written review. Watch us on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment below, and I'll endeavor to answer every single comment. If you want to support us financially, you can at patreon.com/thepopculturist. But that is correct. Max, you have alluded to it. It is finally happening. After just doing it, pretty much, I've been able to work out a way that we can record both vertically and horizontally at the same time. So my major challenge with doing any shorts-based content was I'm like, it's going to be a whole thing for me to have to edit it again with a different layout and blah. I'm just being fucking lazy. OBS has got it done for me. Absolute legends. So once we get a bit of traction, a bit of movement on TikTok with some shorts, we'll be able to stream live there as well, just to add a little bit something different to what we have been doing. Now, Max, I know you are more of a shorts consumer than myself, even though it was my fucking job for a while. How are you? How are you feeling about this step forward in For the Players history?
I do enjoy eating those shorts. Pretty good. We have discussed it for a while, and I want to say about a year ago, I downloaded a bunch of stuff to do some shorts work, and then my hard drive crapped itself, and I lost all my programs, and I had a few saved, ready to go, and then I just didn't do anything with them, and then they kind of went nowhere, and, it's one of those things. Life doth get in the way.
Yeah, life and just momentum. If that momentum doesn't kick in a gear, then it's not going absolutely the way it should. But everything is in place as it stands for us to sort of really kick to enter that side of the world as well. But as you mentioned, life is happening. How has life been for you this week?
Fine. I'm trying to think of what I actually did this week. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Class was a fucking nightmare this week.
Oh,
right?
Let's go. All right. Party.
All right.
Also
so we're at the back end of our networking module. So on Monday, he's like, we're gonna do a practical lesson today. We're gonna boot up Windows Server in our virtual machines. We're gonna create 3 user profiles. We're going to create 3 work groups for those user profiles. And we're going to set up permissions and stuff so they can access certain parts of the hard drive and blah, blah, blah. Cool, easy, no problem. Open up the step-by-step thing. Don't really follow it because I know what I'm doing. And then I'm like, this isn't going to work. There's no domain set up here. Yeah. This is just a fucking brand new server. This is not going to work. Get to the point way ahead of the class because he's obviously doing it as well, using screen share. I just sent him a message like, hey, when you get to step whatever it was, it's going to fail because we haven't set up a domain. And he's like, no, we should be right. We get there, and no, it wasn't right. So I'd already set up my own domain. I did all that while I was waiting for him to get
You're
there.
that student.
And then he's like, you know what I'm going to do? He's like, this virtual machine's not prepared for the practical lesson that we're doing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe everyone's virtual machines, re-upload them with the required software ready to go. We'll do it tomorrow. we'll go back to doing theory today. We'll just go to the next lesson. I'm like, okay, this sucks.
Your poor machine gets wiped even though you nailed it.
Oh yeah. I'm like, can you not wipe mine? Mine's good. And he's like, no, I have to wipe everyone's. And I'm like, fine, whatever. The next day, I start doing it again. I'm like, hey, we're going to run into a problem again because this is a virtual machine and it's going to play silly buggers when we try and log in onto the domain using a non-admin account. Like it's gonna have a whinge. I'm like, here's a workaround that I used to get it to work. And he's like, yeah, no, I don't like that workaround. He's like, you wouldn't really use it in a workplace situation. I'm like, yeah, I understand that, but it's all fucked up.
You also wouldn't be doing the exact way you are doing it in a real world scenario.
So we get to that point again, and he's like, I'm going to wipe everyone's machines again and redo them. So on Wednesday, third time's the charm. We fucking got through them all. Jesus. And then I'm like, hey, what's the next practical task we're doing? He's like, oh, we're just setting up like remote backups and timed backups. I'm like, yep, cool, did it. Took some screenshots, sent them to him, like, hey, I'm done. I'm going to leave early. He's like, yep, cool, no worries. By the end of it, I was just done. I'm like, I can't bother anymore.
I do like the strategy of it's not working. I'm like, it's just not, that's your workaround, Max, is not a real world application. But in a real world application, someone would wipe it and just do it for you. So
well, cool. I mean, my workaround was literally just giving them admin privileges for login rights. So, like, you wouldn't do that. Like, it's...
Oh, no, of course not, yeah.
But there were some finicky settings that you had to, like, fuck around with because it is a virtual machine. There's just some things that was playing... Well, technically, it's a virtual machine inside a virtual machine, so it was just all kinds of fucked. But we got it working on the third day, and then by the end of it, I'm like, I've done the next task. Here's some screenshots to show that I can do it. I'm gonna leave early, and then I took off about 40 minutes early.
Nice.
Because by the end of the week, I was just done. I'm like, I can't be bothered.
And the fact that you have to like teach the teacher is
well, it wasn't that it
makes you look like an asshole. But
like, it wasn't like there was about 5 of us that all had different workarounds. But for the closed sandbox that he wanted to present to the class and do this specific task, he's like, we weren't really getting into the nitty gritty of like installing all the Windows permissions and changing the registry codes, and like some of us knew how to do that already, but for the rest of the group, it was just too much for them to follow in a step-by-step guide whilst watching his screen and trying to do it on their own. So I get it. Like he knows what he's talking about. Like he used to work for Crown in there, for their like he knows what he's doing. But he's like, look, this is not how we would fix it, real world application. And I'm like, I understand that.
It does, it makes me wonder, like, where's the problem in the what they're using to teach? If they're just like, if it's knowingly wrong, why has no one fixed it?
Because the other thing is, all of these practical tasks that they're set for are all written for Windows Server 2019.
Oh.
And he's like, you're not going to be using Windows Server 2019 in the workforce. Like, I think it's bad enough that we're using Windows Server 22 at the moment. I'm like, we have access to Windows Server 25. Like, why are we not using Windows Server 25? But it is what it is. My assessments are due soon. I've got 2 weeks left to finish my assessments.
You're gonna get them done in about 1 week and 6 days.
Just no. I'm gonna finish the written one this week during class time.
Yeah.
Because I actually think we're finished with all the units. I think the next 2 weeks is just time to work on our assessments. So I might just be knocking him out this week. Nice. I've pretty much finished the theory one. I just got a few questions left to answer, and my practical one was almost complete until my virtual machine got wiped. I'm gonna have to start that bitch again.
That's annoying.
Which is a shame, but it shouldn't take me too long.
That's what you get from working ahead, Max. It's punishment. It's karma.
That is what I get for working ahead, and that's why I kind of got a bit shitty.
Yeah, understandably.
But it's all right. Look, it happens to the best. And like I said to him, like, realistically, things going right the first time in an IT scenario is slim anyway. So like, this is the shit that we're gonna have to deal with. So it's cool to run into that and get some workarounds. What about yourself? How's your week been?
Well, this has been week 1 of unemployment. It went really fast, surprisingly. I'm not gonna
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really bummed you didn't come and visit me. I sent you a message. I'm like, hey man, if you're feeling down, you want to just hang out, come over, visit me. And then you're like, yeah, sounds good. I got my son coming over. I'm going to have to take him to school. I'm like, oh, his school's just around the corner from my house. And you still didn't come visit me.
No.
Yeah, you decided to stream instead.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where I'm trying to balance out what I do in...
You don't want to get too used to being able to do social calls during the day.
Pretty much, right? Like, because ideally I get a job ASAP, and I don't want to then get into the habit of, I can't do that because I said I'd go do this thing and that thing. And apart from like James, which is a nice price, so I got a call from my son, and he was like, "Hey, you want to pick me up from school tomorrow?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, sweet." And he's like,
no fucking walk.
yeah, and then he's like, "Well, can then I also have an extra night at your house?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, why not? I'll take you to school." Like, this is kind of the first time I get to do like school dad. Because like, you know, his mum and I split towards the back end of his kinder, so I've never got to do like that school dad stuff. So this is quite, it was cool. It was really cool actually. Yeah, they got to school nice and early, which was happy with. It was a really cool experience. But yeah, outside of that, I'm trying to get myself to a routine. Now, granted, like I'm fucking up my sleep pattern like immediately, just because when you don't do much all day, your brain doesn't really shut off when it's supposed to, which is really fucking annoying. So yeah, I've just kind of have to push myself to blow out all my senses until I go to sleep. But yeah, the routine I'm trying to, because additionally on top of that, and we've discussed this outside of the show, the Ritalin that I use for my Edaheda is currently short at the moment. It's unavailable, so I've had to alter what I have access to and how much I have access to. So I almost have to like ration my medication. So if I do take my meds in the morning, I have half the time that I would normally to get all my brain power related things done. So I go, cool, boom, and then the morning's accounted for. Because then by lunchtime hits, I'm like, boo, and nothing is of note is happening. Or I'll try to do something, and it becomes a nothing thing. So like I haven't even. I thought maybe I could paint some minis. Haven't done that. I have done some things around the house, like real basic bitch shit, like as in not things I should be doing with the time that I have available to me. I did have wrestling this weekend, which was lovely. So previously, like once a year, we would get to do this weekend with an American company called ICW, No Holds Barred, where we do a weekend of deathmatch. So 2 or 3 shows over a course of a weekend. We did the first one a number of years ago. We did one last year. Earlier this year, I should say. And then we did one now. So they are happening more frequent, which is really, really fun. And yeah, this weekend was really cool. Especially at the moment with getting forced to be, stuck at home essentially because I don't have a job. One of the things I've been battling quite a bit, as you can imagine, is the feeling of self-value, right? Been pretty low. So I one of the things I love about working in the wrestling is not just because it makes me happy and it's my people and all that. Additionally, it's somewhere where I have value, and it's not questioned. It's not discouraged. It is just seen for exactly what it is, and it was really nice to do that over this weekend. Even so much as I originally was only going to be able to do one of the days out of the 3, because having a discussion with Phoebe, my partner, around like, I do take up a lot of weekends with my wrestling, so I wanted to ensure that she had some time, and we agreed to. So it was kind of a last minute decision. I was like, all right, cool, let's do something. Let's go and do something that you want to do. So we went out for a nice walk on the beach. I know, that's what I fucking said. That's literally what I said halfway through the beach walk. I'm like, this is fucking gay. And which was quite funny because,
Although, I mean, the alternative is also gay.
Yeah. Or I go like, let's go watch people get oily and wrestle each other instead. So it was funny. We went up to, where was it? Port Arlington? And we went down this kind of like beach, and it was really lovely. But it also felt a whole lot like fucking Death Stranding. If it had more rocks, it'd be Death Stranding as fuck. It was really quite nice. I enjoyed that. That was really cool. And what I even love, like, it was the thing that Phoebe wanted to do, and the idea behind me was like, cool, I will do whatever Phoebe wants to do. We'll just do it, right? No accommodating what I need. Let's just get something done for Phoebe. And even doing so, she finds a way to be nice and supportive and shit. Like, even on the walk back, she's like, how'd you find the walk? I'm like, it was really nice. I didn't get annoyed by any bugs or anything. Because, like, that's the big thing I hate about fucking going out in nature. It's a sensory thing. It just fucking annoys me. And it's because she was smart and bought bug thing. And I even put it on in the car and just forgot. Because even in her trip, she's accommodating my bullshit. How awesome. And it was really nice. Yeah, we did that. We stopped at a bakery, and then we came home. And then she was like, hey, well, look, if you wanted to go to the wrestling, granted, look, whenever I tell a story, I always add a little bit extra mayo for funsies. She said, look, if you want to, if you'd like to, you could go to the wrestling. And I was like, look, I'd like to do 1,000 things. I'd like to do this. I'd like to do that.
We took you fucking long on your stupid walk, and now I don't have time.
She was very kindly budgeted the time. If I wanted to go, I was able to go. And I was like, look, I'd like to go, but if you want me to stay and you want to do a home thing, we can do that. And then she went, no, it's fine. And before she even finished that sentence, I was pretty much out the door. But it was really nice because I arrived, and because I told everyone that I wasn't going, because at the time, that's information I had available to me, and because what I agreed to do. So it was really nice to arrive and have everyone go, oh my God, I thought you weren't coming. And even down to the plan that there was not going to be any commentary done last night. We assumed just because they wanted the American crew. But essentially when I got there and I found, they went, oh wait, you are here? But yeah. Like, you want to do comms then? I thought you guys were doing the American guys. Like, no, fuck that. We want the Australian version. Then we said that because we thought you weren't going to be here. And that was really nice. I felt like, as I said, I felt really valued. I felt really integral to the team. And like on top of that as well, it was really nice as I stood there and I sort of took in the room. I like that my brain is more nice and retrospective these days. But as I was standing there, at a venue, we've done a couple of times, but there was a lot of good emotion in the show. Like there was one of the originals, who had retired a number of years ago, who's chosen to come back. So that was like, there was a lot of people from the OG days, that had come back for the show, and it had this real sense of family and connectedness, but with none of the stresses that we had, a couple of years ago when there was the desire for this promotion to be this big, huge thing. And, we've settled into our niche and we get it. But as we're seeing that, as some old faces are coming back, I was looking around the room and seeing that, it's a lot of those new faces, right? Like, because there was a time back in the day when Callan is the individual that was returning. When Callan was there, I was in a different spot. I was just a fan that would help out with ring crew and so on. And then to have him come back, and I'm standing here behind the comms desk, and it's not the first time I've done it. I am now the voice of 6 different companies across the state, which is insane. I am in a lot of ways the voice of Melbourne professional wrestling.
So you've got to turn that into your full-time gig.
Oh, no one gets fucking paid in wrestling. Are you kidding me? And then as I'm standing there, I'm looking to my right, and my good friend Bun, who's from New South Wales, and she comes down whenever we have shows, and she's doing my old job. She's sound person. And I'm like, holy shit, that's really fucking cool. And I look in front of me, and then there are, our new ring crew chatting with our old ring crew. I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking sick. And then there's our photographer, Dell. And when Dell started, they were just a patron that would come and would make us all biscuits and cookies and stuff that we would all get to enjoy. And then, they became part of the crew, and they moved up into this new spot. Now we have Jamie, and that's what he does. He rocks up and brings all us little sweet treats to enjoy. It was kind of this awesome generational thing, because DMDU's been around for such a long time. It's gone through so many things. To have it feel reborn again is kind of nice, and the energy to see, where we've come, where we started, where it all went wrong, and where we are now. It's really cool because they were the first company that ever welcomed me into the scene, and just even sort of reflecting how far I've come in the scene has been really, really lovely as well. So I'm really grateful to have had this weekend. I always talk about how wrestling is what fills my cup. It's what allows me to do the next week or the next 2 weeks or literally whenever the next show is. And I knew I would have needed it this week with everything that has happened. But as I sit here and reflect upon it, chatting through it through you, which is one of the other reasons why I love doing this show, it gives me a platform to talk about these things. And and it was really, really important. And I'm really grateful that I was able to do, 2 nights, and that I was able to be involved and have people be excited to see me. It was really cool. I'm glad I did it. I'm really glad I did it. It was nice. I know you'll never understand it, Max, and that's cool. But it's cool.
People, fuck you.
No, I mean in terms of the wrestling side of things.
No, I get it. It's all good.
But and then I also found out this week that the WWE are doing a show in October, the week after PAX. So I'm going to ideally go to Perth, do some wrestles, then come back to Melbourne, see them the week after. And we're currently talking to the rep for WWE Australia. And we are going to see if we can pitch some sort of content around like taking James to his first wrestling experience. We've got a whole thing planned, a whole thing pitched. It's going to be awesome. James has no idea. I haven't told him yet that they're doing a Melbourne show until if I can find out what's going to happen. But I'm going to take him in. Either way, I'm going to take him. But whether we can do cool shit, wait and see.
So are you coming to PAX or not?
Probably not. I haven't bought plane tickets yet, but I have every intention to go to Perth. Yeah.
Okay.
So I know that does alter your plans.
No, not really. Ali's like, what are your plans for PAX this year? I'm saying, I don't know. Like, if Ryan is coming, I'll probably go Friday and Saturday. If Ryan's not coming, I'm probably going to leave at lunchtime on Friday unless I have friends there. In which case, I'll go Friday, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because she's taking the Friday off.
Well, you would need to do some shit for us because we would need to when we get passes for the year after, if we can.
Yeah, well, I'll be there. But you're taking all the recording gear, so I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do.
That's a good point, isn't it? We'll suss it out. But yeah.
Maybe by then we'll have enough hits on our TikTok. I can just do a fucking TikTok live from my phone. I'll run around the fucking convention center during the media hour, blow some kisses, and then leave.
You might be onto something. But admittedly, I have...
PAX Oz is 10, 11, 12 of October.
Yeah. But you did mention it. One thing I did do this week is I did return to the streaming game of all things. As I talked about, I thought about something that'd be different, a bit of fun. And so let's just use that and to jump into what we've been playing. So the game that I jumped onto the stream was one that I had originally seen from our good friend Jerdman. Sorry, as I'm just writing down timestamps. Pardon me. Let's try it again. I was watching our good friend Jerdman. He was streaming a game called Discounty, which had this interesting look. It was like a management sim sort of game, like a shopkeeping sim, but it's very stylistically similar to like Stardew Valley with that sort of pixel design and that sort of 2.5D aesthetic. But rather than being a farming simulator, it's more of a management simulator, and you're running a little supermarket. So the premise is, you come into this town, your auntie lives there, she's brought you in because she would like you to run this supermarket. Now, it is not a little rustic supermarket in this little shitty town. It is the brand Discounty, which is a big supermarket chain. So the idea is you are going to then build this large supermarket in the town. So in the beginning, you'll get to meet the town, know the people, plan the shop, as you sort of engage with local suppliers, you can start building your stock, you build your supermarket, you grow it, all while there is this underlying uncomfortability around the town, that there's things that are going on that you may or may not know about. There's a little elusive mysteries. But it hits every box that I utterly adore around little management games like this. The loop is awesome. As in, excuse me, I start the day, I'll come in, I'll refill my shelves, boom, in comes 9 o'clock, serve everyone till 5, and time does speed up during when your shop is open, so doesn't feel as draining. You whip through it, sell a bunch of stuff, finish the day, go buy anything that I need from the shops while they're open, go chat to some folk, do some story missions, head off to bed, repeat. It is not overly complicated. It is exactly what I love about these more casual management games, is that you can min-max it as much as you'd like. However, if you just want to play it in any sort of way, you're going to probably have a good time. So in terms of my range, I like to have, one of everything that becomes available to me. So it's not like, funneling one that'll give me the most return or anything like that. I never really think about it that way. I more go around what would be the interest of those that I'm selling to in the game. I lost my train of thought. I was going to talk about in reference to something else, but I've lost it. Oh, actually, I remember now. So one of the things I quite like is the payment processing system in the game. So when you run the register, everything comes down the conveyor belt, and it's all done by like a numpad or a register that appears on the screen. And there is a manual to your left, which is a catalog with all the pricing of all the items. So you do have to ring each item up individually. In that, it'll go boom. It's 3 apples, and you can go 5 by 3. Blah, blah, blah. So it's good for like entry level math as well. It's really testing that what is simple math. Multiplication. You go, oh yeah, cool. Something that we don't really do enough in our daily lives, or as much as we should, to consciously work it is quite fun. It's kind of like a little system of button prompts rather than just going up, down, 9. Left is 3, whatever. It's all kind of, it makes me think a lot of like Cook Serve Delicious, which is a game I really enjoy. Absolutely not a max game in any way, but I love it.
I have some questions for you because I was watching the stream a little bit.
Shoot.
So you can't just you said it before, like you had your apples come in and it's apples cost 5, you had 3, so you go 5 times 3. Can you not just be like 15? Boom.
You can do that. You can do that. Yeah. So as I said, I love it in that I could.
So you can like overcharge your customers.
No, the game literally does not the transaction cracks it if it's incorrect. Okay. It just goes and makes you do it again, and then it impacts the performance review score result that you get from the customer. So if you know it quickly, bang bang. But if you need to use the multiplication, you can. So I think it's more around the mistakes rather than time. At least it feels that way so far.
Okay.
But then again, because I'm able to rip through it pretty quickly, with the hand movement as well as the arithmetic, I'm assuming that time isn't a factor. That makes sense.
Yeah. Cool.
Is there any questions you had?
Well, that was pretty much it. Like the game looked cool. It's definitely not for me. I was just wondering, like, I'm like, you could do this math in your head faster than you're punching in like 5 times this time. Like, why are you not just doing that? And I'm like,
on the stream, I did it so I could talk and do it at the same time because I didn't have to do 2 different brain powers.
Because I was trying to work out if it was mandatory to do it that way. I mean, like, I'm scanning apples at $5. There are 3 of them, so it is this. But no, okay.
One thing I do quite like as well is currently all the items that I have available to me are all priced differently in that there aren't 2 items that are $10. So if you can remember, you go, oh, that's an apple. An apple's $5. Oh, that's a milk. Milk's $9. And, you can then do it even quicker again. You don't have to flick through the catalog rather than being like, oh, is that 10 or is that 12? Because everything is different in its pricing. But no, I'm really, really enjoying it. So big shout out to the team at Keymailer for allowing the review code. It is something that I have already put more hours in than I thought I would. I say that in a short window of time because I thought this will tickle my interest and I'll play a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here. But very quickly, am I just wanting to play it like on the portal all the time if I could. What about yourself, Max? I've been talking a whole lot.
Probably a really cool little portal game.
Oh, it plays great on Portal, by the way. It plays great. What have you been playing though?
So this week I have not been playing much because of I've been going to work really early this week, and between classes and work I haven't played too much. Mm-hmm. In saying that, I did start and finish Mortal Kombat 1 this week.
Oh man! All right, so
because it is part of PlayStation Extra for this month. So,
but what makes it so exciting though is you were keen to play this when it came out. We just didn't have it available to us, and then time just kept going. So, has obviously a bit of anticipation within yourself to play this game finally. How'd it go?
I to be honest with you, I'd kind of forgotten about it. Mortal Kombat has always been my go-to fighter.
Yeah, mine was Tekken, so I have the same attachment.
And then with the back end of the last game, where where the timelines have been reset, Mortal Kombat 1 really intrigued me. I'm like, this is cool. We're not going to see like Mortal Kombat for the 15th time where Earthrealm defeats Outworld or Outworld wins, therefore they're going to invade, blah, blah, blah. So this was really cool. So at the back end of the last game, spoilers for the last game that came out like what feels like 30 years ago, Liu Kang becomes the Keeper of Time. And he creates the new timeline. Liu Kang? Liu Kang is the guy who does the bicycle kick. No, that's Kung Lao. No, Raiden has the triangle hat. Kung Lao has the sword hat. Liu Kang is the shirtless guy that does the bicycle kick and shoots fireballs out of his hands.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you.
Cool. So at the back end of the last game, he became the god of fire and lightning, defeated Kronika, became the timekeeper, rewrote time. And basically he's like, I'm sick of the Outworld douchebags constantly invading Earthrealm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make everyone who was evil just be insignificant. They're going to have no purpose. They're going to be fine. They're not going to cause trouble. Everything's going to be sweet. And then I'm going to put my timekeeper powers away because the last person went fucking crazy. I'm going to go back to being the protector of Earthrealm. We're just going to run it. Everyone's going to be friends. We're still going to do Mortal Kombat, but Mortal Kombat's going to be friendly. We're going to go chill. We're going to party.
We're going to fuck everyone's spines up, but it's friendly.
It's just for funsies. And there's a line in the game where it's like, no one's ever died in Mortal Kombat. I'm like, lies. Maybe not in this new timeline, but definitely fucking die in Mortal Kombat. Long story short, there's a twist. They somehow become the evil douchebags that they were meant to be, despite him writing their destiny to not be evil. Turns out that essentially what happens was, like in any Mortal Kombat game, whoever you play as is the real victor. Therefore, the timeline splintered into every single different separate character's timeline.
Jesus.
So all the bad guys went in time hopped and got all the other bad guys from all the other time stories, and then all the good guys went in time hopped and got all the other good guys from all the other parallel universes, and they all came and had a big fuck off fight. Really, really cool. I enjoyed it thoroughly. So good. By the end of it, they were kind of fusing some characters because of time travel, timeliney fun stuff. Yeah, really solid story that they changed just enough to make it different. Like, the Lin Kuei are no longer defenders of Earthrealm. Sub-Zero is the one who gets essentially taken to the dark side instead of Scorpion. Scorpion's the good guy, and there's just enough of a difference that it kind of made the story interesting again. It's not the same old beats from the previous 10 or 11 games. Mute puts in the chat, like, from Deadly Alliance to Armageddon. Yes. A lot of the, like, you know, one of the chapters are literally called The Deadly Alliance when they realize that Shang Tsung and Quan Chi have re-teamed up. The final battle takes place on the Armageddon fucking temple pyramid thing. Like, they do really throw back to the old games and put all those Easter eggs in. Some of the DLC character choices are just criminal. For some reason, Shang Tsung is a fucking DLC character because it was a pre-order character. So because I didn't pre-order it because I got it through PlayStation Extra. I have to pay for what I feel like should be a character in the game. They've got also crazy batshit character. They got the T-1000, Conan the Barbarian.
Oh yeah.
It's just.
Was this the one that had Homelander and shit in it?
It's got Homelander. It's got that dude from.
It's got Peacemaker in it.
Nah, yeah, it's got and that that cartoon from Amazon that's like
Invincible.
Yeah, that one. I don't watch it. That guy's in it.
Oh nope. Was it Ultraman? That's something else. I don't know.
Omni-Man. Thank you.
Omni-Man. There you go. I was close.
But as far as like, you know, picking up and playing, all the characters kind of feel and play like they used to. Some of their moves are a little bit different, but for the main part, they're all the same. And then playing through the story, it constantly throws you into different characters as you progress through the story. So you do get to play quite a decent chunk of the roster before you even finish the game. There is a part 2 to the story, but it is DLC, so I have not played that yet. The ending very much leaves it to be continued. It kind of sets up who will be the next big bad. It's just a solid fighter. The game looks incredible. When you start the game, it's like, hey, we've got like 4K cinematics if you want to download them. And I'm like, okay.
Yes, please. Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But yeah, it is a solid fighter.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty confident my PS Plus is about to renew, and I did drop it down back to Essential, so I might not be able to play it. But you've certainly got my intent. You got my attention.
Well, I think I got my PlayStation open. It took me. Where's the time plate? It took me 5 hours to beat the campaign.
Nice.
Game progress 100%. Played 5 hours.
Sweet.
And that was watching all the cutscenes too.
Oh, I like that.
I think I failed one fight.
All right, so
because I didn't realize it because I didn't realize it was a single round.
So were you happy with it? Like, even though the delay, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's solid. Like, if you are a fan of Mortal Kombat, like, this is a really great kind of soft reboot of the story and of the series.
Nice.
And then obviously you can other characters. So in this, they do it a little bit different. By the end of at the very end of the story, it's like, choose your champion, and then you get to pick from the whole roster of who you want to play as in the final fight. So you kind of get that person's ending. You get that person's, you like, the people who lead up to the boss will be for that specific character. So
Okay.
I've only played through once, but then you've got the classic, you know, Mortal Kombat towers where you can play as the other characters and get their endings and all that stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, no, solid game.
Excellent. Fantastic. Well, like, we do have to be really careful though, because when you were to tell me, oh, you know, things take about this long to finish, sometimes I believe you. However, as I'm now the better part of like 45 fucking hours into Death Stranding 2, and according to the president, who now speaks to me on private lines, says I'm 75% coverage of Australia at the moment. So I've just done the big climb up to the top of the mountain, chat to a guy who's like, "Hey man, how the fuck did you get up here?" I don't know, I just drove, really. Got nearly fucked up by so many BTs in that drive though. Jesus Christ, top of that mountain is fucked up. I just started driving down the middle of the valley and this thing boom, 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 and then I dodge, dip, duck, dive, dodge, and was shitting myself.
Okay, so I'll tell you what I did in that part, because I feel like that the story's been out long enough that the viewers won't be spoiled. In that section, you obviously do the tutorial part of like how to catch a BT.
Yeah.
I caught all of those motherfuckers while I was up there.
Oh, with the EX grenade?
Yeah. So the next time I heard that music, I literally got out of the car, summoned my guy, and just drove, and he just took
Oh, I forgot. I just summoned them and then didn't think about it. So I did it purely for the trophy, and then I didn't worry.
I literally summoned them and then left. I'm just like, you deal with this problem. It's not my problem.
And then you came back and just pick up all the fucking chiral crystals. Damn.
Sounds like this seems like a you problem. You cover me while I leave.
That's actually a really cool way to do it. Yeah, because up until this point, because I do go and deliver everything that I can because I'm enjoying it. I have nearly 5 stars on everyone except for the data scientist. Anything from like F5 onwards, I think. No, F4 onwards. Except for the data scientist. For whatever fucking reason, I almost have to like bend over backwards to get the 5 stars on that one. But I'm still really enjoying it. The story's still kicking in. I have to go now check another weapon manufacturing factory for the Ghost Mechs. And then I gotta head back to a different place. You know how this, but I've got to hop in the Magellan. If I hop in the Magellan, it then taints my shit, and I have a lot of pride in ensuring that none of my shit arrives tainted or reduce the points because I want the 5 stars.
Do you not carry the repair spray on you?
No, everything stays in the truck. But if you use the Magellan as a fast travel, it reduces the likes and shit that you get from it.
Mm.
So I don't want to do that because it would hurt me, like emotionally.
I was just say if they're all 5-star anyway, it doesn't matter.
But I don't pick up items for those that I've 5-starred anymore. They're done to me. They're dead to me. Someone other fucking deliver it to them.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I've been doing it all in the same truck. It's been awesome. I think I'm like, yeah, according to at least the president, if he's correct, that there's I'm about 70% through it, which makes sense. Australia's nearly covered at this point. Only lower New South Wales, Victoria, and Tassie. A little bit of South Australia left.
I'm trying to think of if you've reached the scene yet. I'm trying to remember how far through Australia you need to get to reach the scene that in question.
Oh, so I have spoken to Hartman when he is at the beach.
Yep.
So that was cool. That's probably the last big cutscene that I saw.
How many encounters with Troy Baker have you had? I can't think of his character name.
Higgs.
How many?
2, 3 maybe? So I'm heading down to a Ghost Mech place now. I'm probably seeing him again. So I just saw top of the hill. I don't remember.
What upgrades have you got for the Magellan so far? I'm trying to pinpoint where you are. So
I can change it. I can customize it a little bit.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Okay. Are you heading towards the weapon, like the weapons factory for the thingo? Is that where you?
Yes.
Now?
So I got to the one, and then they're like, "Hey, can you run this up the hill?" And I run up the hill, and then the guys are like, "How the fuck did you get here?" Then I get the oxygen mask, and now the next thing is to go down to that factory.
Yeah. Okay. You're just.
I hope that didn't spoil. Like, I think that was vague enough for everyone playing at home. So, if those that know what we're talking about, awesome. For those that don't, made no sense.
I think you're just about to hit what I was going to ask you, so I won't ask you because you're.
Yeah, I've only seen Higgs a couple of times. Yeah, literally twice, I think. Possibly 3 times at most. Game's still great. Other than that, I don't believe I've played anything else of note. Played more Roblox with my kid, but no, I think pretty sure that's it. All right, so anything else you've been playing?
No, I'm still waiting for Echoes of the End got patched this morning.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to give that another bell this week. We're up to version 1.03
Oh,
now.
I did play more Mafia the Old Country, but not enough to really talk about. But I do want to bring that home this week, hopefully.
And I dabbled with the Rogue Prince of Persia for a little while.
Anything to say about it, or is it too early days?
I've played maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's not really enough, is it?
So not really enough yet.
Well, that's right. Speaking of 45 minutes, we're 45 minutes into this fucking bad boy. Let's get in the section we call Inform the Players. We tell you about what happened this week in PlayStation. All right, let's get this Sony news out of the way.
All right, more dollar news. Sony's raised the price of the PlayStation 5 in the US this week, blaming, quote, a challenging economic environment. Smells like tariffs to me. PlayStation did shield itself from the turbulence for a little time by increasing console shipments to the US before the tariffs went into action, but that was only ever going to buy it time, which has now run out. The irony is that while the price has gone up in the US, Sony is running a promotion in China to coincide with the release of locally developed Lost Soul Aside. Sony has discounted the PS5 through to the end of the month, with the PS5 Digital Edition priced at $390 US and the PS5 Disc Edition priced at $470 US. This is to coincide with the release of Lost Soul Aside on August 29th, and there's no tariffs in China.
I do like how, we forgot the Lost Soul Aside was happening, and now
I didn't. It's on my list. It's on my draft list for this year. Which is why I keep asking if Sony's emailed about it, because I really want to play it. Because it's part of the China. It's part
with the loss of GTA 6, I'm fucked.
It's part of the China Hero project, so I want in. I want all of it.
Well, let's have a look. Actually, while we're here. So GTA 6, it hasn't come out yet. It's not coming out this year, so I won't get it. Outer Worlds 2 is coming out this year, though, isn't it?
No, maybe.
I think so.
Yes, 29th of October.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And then the other one has got Mouse PI for Hire, the one out of Playside here in Melbourne. It's calming, I think. You've got quite a number left over. Ghost of Yotai, which is right around the corner. Lost Soul Aside, which is right around the corner. Where Worlds Meet,
which is right around the corner,
and Dying Light: The Beast, which got pushed, but it's still this year.
It's still this year, yeah.
So yeah, you'll at least get everyone. All 8 will be selected. Mine will be 7.
It's funny though. So Where Winds Meet technically launched last year. Like it's
not on PlayStation.
Playable. It's playable right now on PC and mobile in China only. So it's coming to PS5. I think November 13th.
Okay. Sweet.
But it's a free-to-play title, so let's just see how it goes.
Yeah,
at least it's not going to be a 0 like GTA. So
no, I know. I was bold strategy cotton. Pardon me. So this is where it gets interesting, right? When it comes to these price hikes. So now, admittedly, I'm not an economist, or do I know any of this shit at all. But I was listening to another podcast, and they were discussing that the small price hike is actually not enough to cover the total, increase from the tariffs. So although it sucks, it's not a full hit. However, the concern outside of that is for us that are outside of the United States. Yes, we're not going to be impacted by the tariffs, but if the price increase that Sony are going to need to do, because they did say earlier in the year that they had about 3 months worth of stockpile in the US, so in order to prevent that, it is now about 3 months later, so it's clearly have run out through their predicted amount. They're going to have to import them. But if the increase in price is not enough to cover solely or the entire tariff amount, PlayStation cannot eat the cost. We saw this with PS3 in that Mute in the chat, but really? You're so good at math and discounting. Fucking, that's a good rib. That's actually solid. Yeah, so with that being the case, then they're going to have to make up that money elsewhere, right? They're not going to just happily eat money on their consoles. You saw it with the PS3, because if a console loses, say, $10 for every unit, you sell 1 million units, that's a fuckload of sales that you aren't getting. So it actually becomes exponentially more negatively impactful than anything, right? So selling at a loss is not. Now, I don't believe the PlayStation will be selling at a loss if they don't increase the charges, but I imagine as they're a publicly traded company, they need to support their shareholders. So yes, will there be a ripple effect and then it may impact us in our areas? Absolutely. It is bizarre to me that a PS5 is more expensive now than when it launched, which is fucked up.
Oh.
But yeah, if you want one, buy it now because it's not getting cheaper. It's like me, I still want that Pro. I'm like, it's not getting any cheaper. But do I need it? No.
Just wait for the 6 at this point.
That's like 3 years away. I can't be unimpulsive for the next 3 years.
You reckon it's gonna be 3 years? You reckon it's coming out 2028?
27, if at the earliest.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my concern. Is its rolling ramifications outside of America. What about yourself, Max? How do you look at this? Oh, and then of course, top of that, will they then be discounted over like the holiday period?
Yes, of course I will.
Like, hey, it's increased $50. Hey, $50 off, everyone, and it's back to exactly where it was for at least the holiday season.
Either that or they'll bundle some software with them.
Yeah, it's that price.
Yeah. Got to sell those fucking Call of Duty consoles.
Yeah.
Although, did you see Black Ops 7 is the first Call of Duty to not reach the #1 spot in the pre-order list for PlayStation?
Really?
It's sitting at number 6. It's behind Battlefield.
Good. But yeah, everyone's super keen on the Battlefield.
No one's pre-ordering it because it's free on Games Pass.
Yeah.
Look under that.
Oh, it's almost... who would have thought Game Pass would actually majorly impact
all of a
sudden,
every single PlayStation player is just a PC player with a fucking controller plugged in now.
Yep. Pretty much.
Look, we knew it was going to happen. I mean, prices have gone up, especially in the US. That this was going to happen. And
Sony are not going to stop making them in like China or Taiwan or Vietnam or whomever.
No,
like, they're not going to suddenly make them in America or another country with a less like the fact that it's not in China. Like that's probably the only thing they've done. Move to type. You know,
to be fair, if they made them in America, the cost of a standard console would be the price of a current Pro console,
at least.
And the Pro console would be like $3,000.
Oh yeah. That's like the idea that like, oh, we're gonna start making iPhones in America. I'm like, prepare to pay about $8,000 for your iPhone. Get excited. You know, put monthly payments over 3 years with your telco of choice. Good fucking luck.
All they've got to do is do what IBM did and just give him 10% of their 10% of their company.
I can't believe it. Let's go bribe the president for a minute. That's all good.
Well, talking about bribing presidents.
Yeah. All right. Let me just do a quick timestamp for this bad boy. Boom, 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 and then boom. Bungie boss Pete Parsons is out as the embattled developer continues to go through a significant shakeup. Sony recently said that it'll be taking more control of the Marathon maker and will be integrating the studio further into the PlayStation Studios umbrella, something that was originally not going to happen upon the purchase of Bungie. After its acquisition, yes, as I mentioned, Bungie was granted autonomy separate from PlayStation's other first-party studios, but flagging Destiny's sales and the delay of Marathon has seen Sony step in to try and fix the mess it's invested over $3 billion into. Pardon me. Parsons took the CEO role in 2016 and has presided over Bungie's most tumultuous period. To put it politely, he's also been accused of various alleged scandals and is subsequently not in particular positive favor with the studio's community. In his departing message, he says the following. After more than 2 decades of helping build this incredible studio, establishing the Bungie Foundation, and growing inspiring communities around our work, I have decided to pass the torch. This journey has been the honor of a lifetime, and I am deeply proud of the worlds we've built together and the millions of players who call them home. And, most of all, I am privileged by the opportunities to work alongside the incredible minds at Bungie. End quote. Max, as a resident Bungie head.
Good riddance. Fuck him.
Elaborate.
That's pretty much it. So, look, it's just one of those things. Bungie has been going downhill for quite some time now. Final Shape did not sell as well as they thought it was going to. Marathon had all its issues of stolen artwork, delays, this, that, and the other. They really have lost a lot of the faith that the community had. And this new where Destiny is going now, where they're kind of just like, keep your character forever. We're just gonna keep doing stuff. I feel like a lot of people are very divided on that. Like, no, it's too late for. It feels like it's still too late for new players to jump in because there's still so much content that you've missed and are now locked behind everything that they're like, you probably should have clean slated this and just done a Destiny 3. If you're going to continue the game and make stuff, why not just call it Destiny 3? You finished the light and dark cycle or the whatever it was. Cut it. Destiny 3 is this story now.
Yeah.
We've got new people, we're doing new things, but like that seemed like a good place to break it as opposed to doing Destiny 2 Renegades or whatever the fuck the next thing.
Yeah, if they do something in the Destiny world after Marathon, I believe that would likely be the most preferred outcome.
But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how things go now that they're being pulled even further into that PlayStation Studios umbrella. It'll be interesting to see what they are allowed to do, or if they just become what was originally meant to be that live service.
Yeah. Well, we've discussed it before. It's, my belief is that they will, be stripped in a lot of ways. We will see that Team Gummy Bears or whatever get LFG. I think they had that name. Will probably get a lot of the stronger talent from Bungie at large, and then what's left will do pick up stuff, I assume. I'm not going to say they're gutting it, but they're not going to give it all the love that it probably had originally intended. Speaking a whole lot of love over this week, Max, we had opening night live. A whole lot of love given to the games industry. What's the things that went down? Before we jump in, did you watch the thing?
I did not. I cherry picked what I wanted to.
Okay, so in terms of the list that you've given, because I watched it all, but I didn't take the notes that I normally do, so I'm not going to probably not going to be able to recall everything on the list.
I think it's relatively in order, and I think I've added enough notes to talk about what it was there.
All right, and then let's see if I can recall it.
Possibly. Cool. We'll see.
So I've done a whole lot of nothing since then, so my brain is vacant.
Hot. The show kicked off with Black Ops 7, I'm pretty sure.
It did. That it did, and I was very unimpressed.
So they're like, hey, fucking campaign's co-op this time around. You can play it single player, can play it with up to 3 friends. It's coming November 14th. Apparently it's going to have like an end game that seems like an endless fucking wave shooter. It seems like zombies, to be honest with you. Fine, whatever. Cool.
Now, okay, it is one of the first times that they've done a direct sequential in the series, like Black Ops to Black Ops, rather than having an interstitial. So that is interesting. It says a lot about where they think the value of the brand is within Black Ops. But yeah, I saw the trailer and I didn't really do anything for me. But that's fine, because I think a lot of people will say that, and it will still. Well, actually, I can't say it would still sell like hotcakes because no one fucking will pay for it anymore. It'll be on Game Pass a lot.
We had Lords of the Fallen 2, which got a cinematic teaser. That game is coming 2026.
Oh, I saw some. Like, look at this fucking FromSoft looking bullshit. And little did I know there's going to be quite a number of them.
Oh yeah. Lords of the Fallen 1, or like Lords of the Fallen, dope. The Lord of the Fallen, I think, was the the original one that came out in like 2016 or something like that. Wasn't a huge fan of that. Lord of the Fallen was the Souls that came out a couple of years ago.
Yep.
The gimmick with that one was the the umbral world and the astral world using your little lantern. The game could also be played completely multiplayer. You didn't get desummoned between bosses and all that bullshit. And then by the end of it, I believe it had built-in randomizers and stuff like that. Really fun. Really fun. So I look forward to playing more Souls-like games.
Yeah.
Next up, we had Sekiro No Defeat. This is an anime based on Sekiro, which is coming exclusively to Crunchyroll in 2028, something like that. Looks cool. Will you watch a Sekiro anime?
No. I played Sekiro the game, and I enjoyed it. But until every time you die, it fucking kills people, and I died all the time, and they're like, you're killing so many people. And then I felt really bad, so I stopped playing.
Next up, we had Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight coming next year. Yeah, go.
Yeah, this one fucks. I'm super down. So what they're doing here is, unlike the previous Lego Batman games that have been available, they are kind of their own standalone stories. The idea with Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight is you are ostensibly playing through the anthology collection that is some of the greatest things that Batman has ever done, is what they're hinting at. It looks to play very similar to the Arkham games, which has my attention immediately. There's homages to quite a large range of Batman. Predominantly in the trailer, though, we see Robert Pattinson's Batman, which I'm still yet to finish that movie, by the way. Now that because I was like 3 hours long. Who the fuck has 3 hours? I have so many hours. I could probably watch it. We see Bane from The Dark Knight Rises.
But does it have Clooney's bat nips?
It does not have Clooney's bat nips. But what it does have is it has Matt Berry from IT Crowd, What We Do in the Shadows, as the voice of Bane.
That's cool.
That part of the trailer killed me. It was so bang on brilliant. But yeah, so it looks as if we're going to be experiencing the Batman, the Dark Knight, the Cape Crusader in various iterations. And as the big Batman mark that I am, playing the absolute fuck out of that. Because it literally watching the combat, it looks like they have taken the engine of Arkham and just put Lego skins on it, because it looks really smooth and clean.
Yeah, I noticed it had difficulty sliders and stuff, so it must be pretty.
Yeah.
Let's just hope it's not a disappointment like
Lego Horizon. Yeah, Lego Horizon was poo hole, and clearly a not fully fleshed out title.
Next up, we had Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 4.
I'm yet to play the Warhammer 40k Dawn of War series, even though I'm a fan, an old fan of Warhammer. Painted it when I was in my early teens. I don't do it now because who the fuck wants to paint an entire battalion the same colors? It's kind of boring. Ultramarine, Space Marine we played recently. Really enjoyed it until I got really bad at it. And I got mad at it. But yeah, never dived into the RTS side of life with Dawn of War. I had a copy of it back in the day that I could never play because my PC was not powerful enough to run it, and I don't have a CD drive on this computer to play it if I tried.
Next up,
that's not your wheelhouse at all, is it?
Not my wheelhouse at all.
This one though, fucking combining two of your bullshits.
Yeah, one I don't play anymore. Monster Hunter Wilds with the Final Fantasy Online crossover. So same as last time, I believe Monster Hunter Wilds getting some chocobos and some cactuars, and Final Fantasy Online is scoring one of the Monster Hunter characters as a duty trial.
Okay.
So we got Rathalos back in the day. That fight was really cool, had interesting mechanics. So I would imagine it'd be the same thing here.
Nice.
Next up was Onimusha, Way of the Sword. Got a new trailer. This game is coming, I think, early 2026 from memory.
Mm-hmm.
Still looks cool.
Yeah.
Fine. Next up, we had Arknight's Enfield. Got a new trailer. I believe this is a free-to-play action RPG, one of those gacha fucking bullshit games. Coming soon, question mark. I don't think I saw a release date on the trailer. I could be wrong, though. Then we had Europa Universalis 5. Got a new trailer. This game is launching November 4th. This is like a mixture between Civilization and Age of Empires.
I was going to say that's what it looks like, and not really my interest. But the Europa games, I remember hearing about them, but like they're from memory like harder.
Yeah, I feel like it takes like the worst of both of those titles and then just smushes them.
Yeah, makes it a shit experience for anyone that doesn't like it.
Next up, we got Void Breaker with a gameplay trailer, and then they're like, "Hey, it's launched into early access now. Go have fun." I don't know what this one is.
Yeah, I don't really know either.
Then we had Daemon X Machina, the Titanic Scion. Got a new trailer. The demo for that is available now. I believe that is a carry-on from the previous game. The sequel is the word I'm looking for. Fallout Season 2 got a new teaser trailer. I believe the ghouls are coming.
Yeah, look, no, there's no. So it's New Vegas. That's fucking New Vegas.
Yeah.
They got the big old T-Rex. They got the main dude. Now, admittedly, New Vegas is in my missed windows in my gaming collection.
Vegas, like the best.
Exactly, yeah. And I went to play it on PS. I have a copy of it, and I went to play it on PS3. But of course, that was the worst fucking place to play the game. So I had to stop. Very similar to like Skyrim and Oblivion and stuff. But
next up, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, The Order of the Giants was the DLC launch trailer. That is releasing September 4th. And apparently it's coming to Switch next year.
That's gonna look stinky.
I don't know why I put this on the list because it's not coming to PlayStation, but Deadpool VR showed up for MetaQuest coming November 18th.
It looks. I have a feeling that's going to play exactly like.
Did they change the voice actor? Because it was Barney Stinson the first time was voicing Deadpool.
I don't remember now.
Neil NPH.
Is it not NPH still?
I don't know. The article I saw said someone else was voicing it.
Oh, but yeah, it looks as if it would be as horrible as High on Life. You play it for too long, and you're like, I just want to murder myself.
Mute in the chat. Hope Indiana Jones runs well, unlike Elden Ring 2. Yeah.
Oh,
I hear that is rough on the Switch.
Oh, the Elden Rings.
Yeah.
Rough. Mute confirms it is still NPH.
Nelson Patrick Harris. Yeah, cool. Next up, we had World of Tanks 2. Got a new trailer.
I'm impressed that they haven't done a World of Tanks 2 up until already. That game is like I don't play it, and nor do I know anyone that has played it, but it is somehow so insanely popular. Oh,
trailer showed Ed Mojo voice, but live action. Okay, cool. Yeah, World of Tanks 2 coming September 3rd. Rad if you're into World of Tanks, I guess. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando got its first gameplay trailer. That game is coming in 2026.
Yeah.
Death by Scrolling got an announcement trailer. That game is coming soon? Question mark. That was a little indie game where the screen constantly was scrolling down and you had to escape the Grim Reaper.
Oh, and you're moving up. Yep.
Yep.
Vertical running gun, but not running gunning.
Mm-hmm. Zero Parade's got its first teaser trailer.
Oh,
this is a follow-up to Disco Elysium.
Yeah, this is the studio behind Disco. So although it's not the same team entirely, because if anyone remembers a while ago, we were talking about some of the internal turmoil within the studio, with many of them splitting off and cracking the shits because although they're super socialist, the second a whole lot of money got involved, in true George Orwellian fashion, absolute power corrupts absolutely, and they all fucking cracked the shits and wanted all the monies and the power, and so yeah, it looks cool. It looks very Disco. I've never finished Disco Elysium because it's just too dense, but the times that I do play it, I thoroughly enjoy it.
Next up, we had people who don't understand what acronyms are. We had NTA, Never to Endless. It's coming to soon to
Or
PlayStation
what
5.
a fucking sentence is. Never too endless is not a sentence.
And this is Anime GTA.
Gross.
Next up was Unbeatable with a new trailer coming November 6th. I have no idea what that was.
That's my birthday. I don't celebrate with a shit game, but that's cool.
Ninja Gaiden 4 got a new story trailer. Cinder was a new MMO tactical shooter, which sounds horrible, but could be cool. Time Takers is a third-person multiplayer shooter that's coming at some point. Silent Hill F got a new trailer. Did you enjoy the new Silent Hill F
I
trailer?
did, but I'm already in, so like I don't. It was one of those cool. Sweet, let's go, let's play.
Next we got La Divina Commedia, which I'm really interested in. It feels like what Dante's Inferno should have been back in whatever the hell, early 2010s. Looks cool. I can't think of the poem. What is it called? The Grand Comedy or whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
As a Soulsborne.
Yeah.
Love it. Chronos: The New Dawn got a new trailer coming September 5th.
Yeah, so this is the one from Bloober. They had like a dude in the costume gimmick in the middle of the stage. It looked sick. That game looks very intriguing. There's a lot of Big Daddy energy coming out of the guy. But no, it certainly has my attention. I hope it. Once again, we like very similar to many people. We were discussing how Bloober team we were like pretty skeptical about what they could do.
They're very hit and miss.
And then we saw them do well with someone else's IP. But yeah, that was the great hit. But the miss, as you mentioned, was pretty much everything else. So hopefully Chronos can do something.
Next up, we got a new gameplay trailer for The Outer Worlds 2 coming October 29th.
Which is good because that's on my list. But it was mostly about the companions. I'm already in.
Next up, we got the 7 Deadly Sins Origins. Apparently, there is a closed beta coming soon. Mute asked, what is the Divine Comedy? I believe it is a poem about the 7 circles of hell, about Dante's journey through Purgatory and then into...
He's doing it Jeopardy style, so you have to ask the question. You're like, what was the thing?
Now I just feel like an asshole for...
You just mansplained to me. What an asshole.
Yeah. Thanks, Mute. Next up, we've got Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault. Got a new trailer, early access release coming October 23rd.
No, I don't remember what that is, but when I think Moonlighter, I think Moonlighting, which is the series that Bruce Willis was in the 90s.
Next up is a game that was on my list about 3 years ago from memory.
Still hasn't come out yet. Oh, but it could be.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 got a new trailer and apparently is launching October 21st.
I doubt it, but are you excited a little bit?
A little bit. I was reading an article today. Apparently they're launching it with 2 DLCs, and from what I've heard, they're like it's the other factions from like vampire factions. And the guy's like, it's ready. It should have been in the fucking base game. I can't believe they're charging for this.
Yeah. Wow.
Enshrouded Game Update 7's out now. Woo. Age of Empires 4, the Anniversary Edition. There's a new expansion coming, and it is also coming to PlayStation 5.
Man, I haven't played Age of Empires in fucking forever. What a game.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 announced Legacy of the Forge, an upcoming DLC coming September 9th.
I should finish that game.
Are you going to go back and just forge a bunch of fucking horseshoes again?
Well, I did. It is genuinely one of the parts I enjoyed the most in the game. So when I saw the trailer, it's like Legacy of the Forge. I no joke, went, ooh.
Cult of the Lamb, Woolhaven.
No, I'm gonna fucking go back to. I'm gonna go back to that. I didn't finish the last DLC. Cult of the Lamb fucking rules.
New expansion coming 2026. We had Project Spectrum.
That was my nickname in high school.
Which is PvEVP tactical shooter. Got a new trailer. Ghost of Yotai got a new story trailer, and then they're like, "Hey, guess what? Legends is coming co-op in 2026."
Weren't we just recently discussing the idea of Legends? We're like, will it happen? Wouldn't happen? And we were both like, oh, it'd be ideal, but would they want to do it?
we reported on a story that they're like, we are just focusing on single player for now.
Yeah.
Um,
Which one of those things which may have been correct at the time.
yeah. Resident Evil Requiem got a new trailer. That game is still launching on the 27th of February. This one might be of interest for you.
Yes.
Sonic Racing Crossworlds is getting an open beta next weekend.
Fuck yeah. Oh, wait. Is that this weekend? As in...
The 29th. This coming weekend.
Oh, I don't have my kid that weekend. But if it's a free beta, I can get him to download and we'll play it together.
And lastly, the show closed out with Black Myth Zonkui.
No, you skipped Resident Evil, which looks fantastic. Well, I just chose to ignore you. Yeah, and then you went straight to fucking Sonic Racing for some reason. Resident Evil shouldn't just be looked over. It looks sick.
It does look sick. It looks sick the first time. They could have not shown anything else, and I still knew it was coming to Feb 27th, and I'm still keen as fuck.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. You probably should have just glanced over it because I would have been like, trailer was great.
And then yeah, much to Padge's chagrin, Black Myth is coming out with what I intended. I thought there was going to be a DLC announcement. They're just like, hey, here's the fucking sequel. He's the next in our Black Myth series.
Yeah.
We're doing Zonkui. Got a teaser trailer. I actually saw something the other day. Let me just pull it up really quickly because I put it in our chat. These guys have decided to go on a trademark spree.
Oh, yeah.
And they have trademarked, I think, 8 fucking Black Myth titles.
Damn.
Oh, wow. Padge talks so much shit in our chat about fucking Silk Song. I have to fucking scroll back so hard. All right, here we go. So, Black Myth, the franchise brand, was Thingoed back in 2021.
Trademarked.
Trademark, thank you. Black Myth Wukong, also 2021. Black Myth Jingxia in 2020. Black Myth Zongqi, 2020. Black Myth Zhaoquan, 2020. Black Myth Da Huang, 2022. Black Myth Shanghai, 2022. Black Myth Su Shen, 2022.
How's yeah?
8 titles, or 7 titles. We're eating good. Us Souls-like lovers.
Which you most certainly are, and I argue that it's not good. It is annoying, but that's fine. But yeah, look, overall, I watched it.
Overall, I didn't watch the show, so I don't have a.
Yeah,
I skipped the Keeliness of the opening night live. How was Keely?
It wasn't horrible, but as a collective piece, it's like kind of meh. Like there wasn't anything that made me went fuck. Like I went back and watched like the some of the trailers again. And I was like, oh, I'll watch this one again. Oh, I'll watch that one again. But there was nothing that like blew me away. Like Ghost of Yotei, I'm still less interested in it. Like I'm like, oh, it looks pretty, and I'll play it for a little bit, and then okay. But it was fun. It was fun. Which is a shame. But anyways, quick bits as we pass the 1 hour and 18-minute mark. Speaking of our good friend Padge, Hollow Knight Silk Song is real, and it's coming out in like 2 weeks on September 4th. The power of Team Cherry to be like, hey, you know how we've not said anything for ages? It's cool. It's real, and it's 2 weeks. Like there is apparently no press hands on, nothing.
Yeah, from what I heard, the Gamescom demo was the demo that was shown back in like 2021.
Yeah. And I love it because they're going, yep, you can go hands on, but like as in everyone experience at the same time. And that is like Rockstar Games level of cachet. To be able to come in and do that and no one cracks the shits, everyone goes, okay, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. And it certainly makes me want to rethink about Hollow Knight over the next 2 weeks. Try it again.
I don't think I've ever played Hollow Knight.
Well, get into it.
No.
You would really. I think you get a kick out of it.
I'm sure I would. It is on my list of games that are apparently Souls-like. I think I also put in our chat
it's good Metroidvania.
An ELO list of what of the hardest Souls and Souls-like games ranked by difficulty.
Mm.
There's 23 games on that list. Of the 23, Hollow Knight is ranked 17th in difficulty.
Yeah, it did kind of fuck me over sometimes.
It's 2 spots higher than Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Weird. No, I'd agree with that.
And it's below Black Myth Wukong.
I haven't played it. What's number 1?
Sekiro.
But okay, didn't you say it was Souls-like?
Yeah, Souls and Souls-like games. So Sekiro.
Oh, Souls and Souls. Okay.
Souls and Souls-like.
So I imagine all the top like 5 are like the fucking 5 FromSoft games.
The top 5 are Sekiro, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, PS5, Elden Ring.
Yeah, all right, cool. Konami will be considering other remakes if Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater does well. So the game is out in a couple of days at time of recording. Reviews are out. Reviews look fine.
Reviews are fine everywhere in the world except Australia, where they're like mediocre.
Yeah.
Apparently, assholes are like,
seen it.
Piss poor effort.
Yeah, we fucking seen it, mate. I'm so keen as fuck to play it. So keen. And finally, physical copies of Gears of War will have the campaign on the disc.
Yeah,
I fucking hope so. Please be more.
It's not normal these days.
Yeah,
it's normal for a disc to be like, I'll start the download for you.
Yeah. This also comes out real soon. Keen to play it. If I have reached out for a code. If I do happen to get it, I will stream that shit. I will stream my literal first playthrough of Gears of War ever on PlayStation. Actually, for the first time ever on anything. On PlayStation.
Yeah, hopefully we can score 2 so we can co-op campaign it.
Or PopC that bitch, and then that might work.
Stream that bad boy.
Yeah.
Now I don't have an official list of shit that is coming out this week because I just didn't find one. But this week, I believe that Snake Eater is dropping on the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Gears of War Reloaded, I'm pretty sure, is the 26th, although I could be wrong. But Tuesday sounds right.
Tuesday, Friday, pretty much, yeah.
Lost Soul Aside is coming out on the 29th. And I think that's it for the big ones. I do apologize if there are any smaller games that are coming out this week. I just don't have them on my list.
But anyway, yeah.
Hang on. Oh, I found a list. Hang on. Quarter 3. Vlad Circus Curse of Asmodeus is coming August 25th, so tomorrow. Which will be too late for all those people that listen to this on Tuesday.
And that are desperate to know when that game's coming out.
Zoochosis also coming out August 25th. Mackie's Adventures coming out August 27th.
Okay.
And that's it.
Cool. Well, that does bring us to the end of the show. Big thank you.
That's according to IGN. So if IGN are missing any, take it up with them.
Big thank you, everyone, for joining us at this slightly longer version of the show. We really do appreciate it. As mentioned, this will be going up in parts, or hopefully parts of them are entertaining enough to go through the shorts process. It'll be on our TikTok. So if you haven't already, be sure to go check us out, tiktok.com/thepopculturists, I believe.
There you go. You can put the clip up of me just mansplaining what the Divine Comedy is to Mute.
Yeah, you're going, oh.
And then me realizing that I'm just an absolute dickhead.
Excellent. But anyway, let's get out of here, Max. You got places to be.
Yeah, I gotta go to work. So, this PlayStation conversation happens every Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. on podcast services, including Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and 9 a.m. on those YouTubes, with clips periodically appearing on TikTok. If you'd like to join us in future conversations, you can. Come check out our socials. Facebook, Discord, Instagram, X. All of those links can be found in the description below.
If you want to join the conversation as it happens, head over to twitch.tv/thepopcultures. We can watch us record this show live. We can jump in the chat and become part of the show. If you want to support the show, you can. Tell your friends, tell your family about this PlayStation Pod. If you're listening to us on podcast services, be sure to give us a 5-star rating and a written review. Watch us on YouTube. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment below. I endeavor to answer every single comment. And if you want to support us financially, you can at patreon.com/thepopculturists. But until next week, I'm Ryan Betson.
I'm Max Cooper.
And that was for the players.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it sure was.